People aren't used to seeing someone with a personality like that, therefore it might be difficult to navigate social situations when you have it. This is the rarest personality type in the world. Many people get the wrong impression about Sigma males, leading some to label them as pretentious, unfeeling, or even strange. Although it is true that Sigma males would rather not engage in small chat or be in big groups of people, this does not automatically imply that they are hostile or unwarm. In point of fact, they are able to be some of the most fervent and intense individuals you will ever meet. They are just not compatible with the conventional organization of society. Sigma males are often solitary wolves that want to live apart from the rest of the pack. They have no interest in going along with the crowd or working their way up the corporate ladder. They are more concerned with achieving their own objectives and pursuing their own interests. It's easy for people around him to interpret this as arrogance or selfishness, but it's really just a matter of where their priorities lie. They frequently find that working alone or in relatively small groups allows them to accomplish more. They favor carrying out tasks in accordance with their own preferences, rather than bending to the expectations of others. In spite of the fact that Sigma males are not always the most outgoing individuals in the world, they frequently possess a robust sense of justice and dignity. They are unafraid to fight for what they believe in, even if doing so requires them to go against the grain of popular opinion. They frequently possess inherent leadership abilities, despite the fact that they may not actively seek out positions of authority. Although alpha males may have a higher social position, Sigma males are more likely to have the respect of others in their social circle. Obviously, the independent attitude of a Sigma male is not something that everyone will understand or enjoy. People who are accustomed to going along with the flow may find them peculiar or even threatening, and since SIGs are so uncommon, they may at times have the impression that they don't quite belong with the rest of society. Sigma males, on the other hand, may be some of the most fascinating and motivational persons to those who are ready to explore deeper than the surface. The following are the top 8 reasons why people dislike Sigma males. Number 1. They are not concerned about being accepted by others or gaining popularity. Sigma males could care less about being popular or fitting in with the crowd, in contrast to the majority of people who attempt to achieve these goals. They have no interest in going along with the crowd or adjusting their behavior to meet the expectations of others. The people around them may see this as a sign of superiority or arrogance, but in reality, they just do not give a damn about what other people think of them. A Sigma does not care about their social standing or the acceptance of other people. They are steadfast in pursuing their objectives and ambitions and have no qualms about going their own way. People who are accustomed to going along with the crowd can find this attitude off-putting, yet the fact that they do so is one of the factors that makes them such. People dislike them so much in part because of their apathetic demeanor, which is one of the most typical causes for this feeling. Because Sigma males do not behave in the same way as the masses. They are welcomed, but those who host them view them as a potential threat. Both alpha males and beta males despise them for the same reason. They are powerless to control them, and beta males dislike them because they stand for everything. That is not the case. Of course, this does not imply that each and every one of them should be tested. In point of fact, many people look up to and appreciate them because of how independent they are. However, it is undeniably one of the most widespread reasons why individuals don't comprehend what they are saying. Number 2. Their forthrightness is misinterpreted by others. Males who identify as Sigma are typically very forthright and frank, which can make them come out as impolite or even callous. They don't try to make things sound better than they are, unlike some other individuals. They are of the opinion that it is preferable to speak one's mind rather than to dance around the issue. This directness, although it may be invigorating at times, can also lead to misunderstandings if it's not handled carefully. People frequently misunderstand the Sigma's words and intentions, which can result in contention between the parties. Although the Sigma male does not shy away from conflict, they would like to steer clear of it if at all possible. They are of the opinion that it is preferable to confront issues head-on rather than to allow them to fester under the surface. Because of this mentality, it may appear as though they are constantly looking for a battle, but in reality, they are just attempting to find solutions to problems as soon as they can. Sigma males are not rude. They are only attempting to communicate in the most effective manner possible. They have the mindset that there is no purpose in spending time with pleasantries or small conversation. Because of this, Sigma males are the greatest individuals to talk to when you need straightforward advice because they will provide it to you without sugar-coating it and they won't try to spare your feelings in the process. It's always better to know the truth than to live in ignorant bliss, and while this might be tough to deal with at times, it's always better to know the truth. They make up for their forthrightness by their undying devotion and straightforwardness. They will never tell you anything but the truth, regardless of whether or not it is what you wish to hear. Number 3. They are not hesitant to question the way things are currently done. Despite the fact that the vast majority of individuals are content to go along with the existing quo, Sigma males frequently challenge it. They are not scared to take a position for what they believe in or to act in a way that is contrary to popular opinion. Because of this, they may come off as defiant or even disruptive. Yet, the reason for this is just that they are not scared to think outside the box. Sigma males are unafraid to voice their opinion that the existing quo is frequently unfair or out of date because they feel that it is one of these things. Because of this, they frequently find themselves at conflict with individuals who hold positions of power. Nonetheless, they are unfazed by this prospect. They often have a strong sense of justice and are willing to stand up for what is right, even if doing so requires them to go against the grain of the general population. This mindset may serve either as a strength or a weakness depending on the situation. On the one hand, this is one of the factors that contributes to the revolution that they bring about. On the other side, it may also give the impression that they are disruptive individuals. Many alpha men fight against them because of fear that they would take their position, but what alphas don't realize is that Sigma males aren't concerned with their position in the slightest. They just have the goal of making things better for everyone. Those in positions of power frequently fail to grasp this concept, which is why they despise Sigma males. Number 4. They are easily distinguishable from others. When it comes to women, this is something that is especially true. Traditional alpha men who are accustomed to being the focus of attention frequently view Sigma males as a potential threat to their status. This can result in a great deal of envy and anger on the part of alpha males who feel as though they are being overshadowed by others, despite the fact that they do not like to be the focus of attention. Sigma males are frequently noticeable even without even trying. In spite of the fact that they would rather remain unseen, it is hard to overlook them because of the exceptional traits and achievements they possess. This may give the impression that they are mysterious or even cryptic. Nevertheless, the reason for this is simply because they are not interested in vying for attention. They are reserved individuals who frequently choose to remain to themselves, yet the air of mystique that surrounds them only serves to accentuate their age. The fact that many women are attracted to them without even knowing why might give the impression that they are virtually sexual. Sigma males are distinct from other individuals because they are not concerned with being seen or bringing attention to themselves, and this quality sets them apart from others. They would rather not talk too much about themselves, and they have a strong aversion to boasting or displaying off their knowledge. They are not concerned with creating a good impression on others, which makes them more inclined to be humble and self-aware. Even if they pay no attention to anybody else, those around them are aware of their presence. They are not icy recluses who wish to shut themselves off from the rest of the world, but they do enjoy having their own private place that other people are unable to enter. Number 5. They do not see it necessary to defend or explain themselves. Sigma males do not function in this manner because they do not feel the need to justify their acts or explain their feelings, unlike other individuals who may feel the need to do so. They have a high level of self-assurance and do not feel the need to justify their behavior to anyone. Although this behavior is sometimes seen as arrogance, it really only reflects a high level of self-confidence. The Sigma is confident in his actions and does not question or second-guess himself. They do not require your consent or agreement in any way. They won't care about your opinion and will carry out their plans regardless of it. Even if they take into consideration what you have to say, they will eventually choose something on their own. This can be a tough pill to take for some people, particularly those who are accustomed to being in the position they are now in. The Sigma is his own unique individual and will not conform to the expectations of others. They place an extremely high value on their independence and freedom, and they are not willing to give any of those things up for anyone. Sigma males are not the kind of individuals who want or crave constant companionship and are quite content doing their own thing without the need for anybody else's company. This may give the impression that they are self-centered, but in reality, they are merely independent. They do not require the approval of others in order to feel good about themselves and do not rely on others to legitimize their conduct. The Sigma maintains his own counsel, in contrast to the way that other individuals may feel the need to broadcast their every thought and emotion to the rest of the world. Number 6. The text is difficult to read for most people. Even for those who are highly familiar with them, Sigma males may be exceedingly challenging to interpret. They are not the type of people that let their emotions show on their faces. They keep their ideas and feelings to themselves, which gives the impression that they are difficult to approach or even eye. This aloofness frequently results in misunderstandings since people frequently misinterpret the motives of the Sigma. Because he is not always able to read minds, he anticipates that other people will speak with him directly. Because Sigma males won't make any attempt to guess what you're thinking or feeling, you'll have to tell them explicitly what it is that you want them to know. Those who are accustomed to dealing with people who are more emotionally expressive may find this peculiar, but that is simply the way Sigma males function. They do care for the people in their life, even if they don't always express it to the outside world. When the Sigma is introduced to new individuals, they frequently give the impression of being reserved or even hostile. They are not attempting to be impolite, rather, they are only attempting to safeguard themselves. They are not comfortable among other people, and as a result, they frequently choose to spend their time alone. This in no way indicates that they are unsociable. They just do not experience the same level of enjoyment that other individuals receive from interacting with other people. This frequently leads to the competition being frustrated since they are unable to get a read on the Sigma. The Sigma is never caught off guard and makes full use of his ability to stay one step ahead of everyone else. Number 7. They are preoccupied with reasoning, not sentiments or emotions of any kind. Some of the most rational thinkers you'll ever encounter are going to be Sigma males. They do not allow themselves to be persuaded by their sentiments or emotions, and they make it a point to view everything from an objective point of view. Their aloof demeanor may give the impression that they are emotionless or even heartless, but in reality, they merely believe that emotions get in the way of rational thinking. When it comes to making decisions, Sigma males think that emotions should be put to the side because they might obscure one's judgment. The finest choices may be made when one is calm and collected rather than when one is feeling furious or irritated. The rational attitude that Sigma males take to life might give the impression that they are not particularly sensitive. Yet, these men truly have a lot of empathy for the people around them. They are just not as quick to show it. They often have a strong sense of morality and will always do the right thing, even if it goes against the grain of society. One of the most admirable aspects of them is the strong sense of justice they have, and they never back down from a struggle for what they think is right. Number 8. They do not play by the rules established by other people. The standards and requirements set out by other people are of little concern to Sigma males. They are not the sort of people that will act in a manner that is dictated to them by other people. This does not imply that they are rebellious without a legitimate motive for their actions. They just do not believe in adhering to meaningless norms only for the purpose of adhering to them. Sigma is not hesitant to point out that many established systems include flaws, and they do so without hesitation. They are not going to adhere to anything slavishly simply because that is the way things have always been done. If they believe there is a more effective approach to do a task, they will pursue it regardless of what the opinions of others may be. This frequently puts them at conflict with those in positions of power, but it's also what makes them such successful businesspeople. While everyone else is preoccupied with adhering to the guidelines, the Sigma is busy carving his own path. Because of this, alpha males are frequently put in precarious situations, as they are accustomed to being the leaders of their packs. The Sigma is not concerned with power systems or hierarchies of any kind. They are simply seeking for a situation in which everyone benefits. Even while many beta guys chose Sigma's new route, many alpha males feel threatened by it. Case in point. Even though it's clear that the old ways of doing things aren't going to cut it anymore, the alpha male isn't quite ready to give up his dominance just yet. We live in a world where flexibility is of the utmost importance, and the Sigma is the sort of individual who is ideally suited to flourish in this environment. The Sigma is out there making things happen while other people are striving to stay up with them. Therefore, rather than attempting to pull them down or hate them, you should learn from them. The Sigma is not your adversary in this fight. Simply said, they belong to a separate category of human being. And in a world that is always evolving, their point of view can be just what you need.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.